ain't walking away. And every time you don't say my name.
You need to hear every single detail of what's going on in the Bieber world right now, so I'll just get right to the point. The day Selena Gomez married Benny Blanco, Justin Bieber went into a full-blown emotional meltdown on Instagram, and his wife, Hailey, is reportedly tired of being polite about it. You won't want to miss what happens next, so if you haven't subscribed yet, click that button now. This drama is playing out in real time. Take a moment to visualize this situation because the timing alone is enough to leave anyone speechless. When September 27th arrives, Selena Gomez is wearing a custom Ralph Lauren dress and is living her best life as she marries music producer Benny Blanco in a stunning private ceremony in Santa Barbara. Her wedding exuded elegance, tranquility, and the desire to finally move on with her life. The entire atmosphere was one of pure joy with no trace of drama, and the guest list was intimate despite being star-studded. In every picture that surfaced online, Selena looked stunning and her admirers were ecstatic that their girl had at last found love. However, this is where things start to go completely crazy. Justin Bieber was having what can only be described as a complete and total meltdown on Instagram, which no one saw coming, while Selena was actually saying her vows. He began sharing a haphazard series of pictures, including close-ups of his beard, basketball content, and these incredibly moody, artistic selfies that instantly raised fans' eyebrows. He chose a completely uninteresting caption about considering shaving his beard, which seems harmless enough until you consider that this man has millions of followers who scrutinize everything he posts. The internet, being what it is, realized something was wrong right away, and fans began making connections more quickly than you might think. His comment section was overflowing with scathing remarks such as, "She's gone forever, bro." The harshest of them was the one who remarked, "We're at a wedding right now, just not yours." After receiving thousands and thousands of comments, Justin's seemingly innocuous post abruptly turned into a massive discussion about his emotional state. No one was going to overlook the suspicious timing, and in just a few hours, Justin Bieber was popular on all the social media sites you can name. When keen-eyed fans saw that one of the videos Justin shared had a song playing in the background, the situation became even more heated. Can you guess the name of that song? Yes, I do. You did read that correct. On the same day that his well-known ex-girlfriend got married, the man uploaded content that included the song I Do. At that moment, the internet went crazy because it was impossible for anyone to believe that it was merely a coincidence. Selena's wedding pictures and Justin's enigmatic posts were compared side by fans, and the contrast was as sharp as it could be. This background is important, so let's take a moment to go back in time and discuss Justin's marriage history. In interviews from 2019, Justin revealed that he experienced an emotional low point immediately following his marriage to Hailey. And he made a rather startling admission. He claimed that he had a total breakdown after realizing that marriage doesn't function that way, despite his belief that it would magically solve all of his issues. Fans therefore began to speculate that he hadn't fully processed something deep inside of him after he acted strangely on Selena's wedding day, seeing his first love get married. His intense captions, close-ups of his face, and the gospel verses he was sharing all conveyed the impression that he was not feeling well at the time. Selena and Benny's stunning wedding pictures were going viral while Justin was going crazy on the internet. And guess whose name appeared in each and every comment section? Justin Bieber. Even though he wasn't present at the wedding, the internet has determined that Justin and Selena will always be linked regardless of how many years go by. At all platforms, the meltdown theory gained immense popularity, and TikTok in particular saw a deluge of edits that contrasted Justin's recent posts with old Galena moments. While some fans were empathetic, stating, "You can tell he's still healing," others, on the other hand, were downright nasty, accusing him of disrespecting his wife, Hailey, with his actions. Hailey Bieber did something that truly spoke louder than words during all of this chaos. She didn't post anything at all. Not a single Instagram story, cryptic quote, or protect my peace statement, just silence, absolute silence. Fans assumed the worst about what might be going on behind closed doors because of that silence. Consider how this might have appeared to her. Millions of people believed her husband was heartbroken over his ex-girlfriend, which made him a global trend. This time, it took place on the day of the ex-girlfriend's real wedding. According to insiders who later spoke to Entertainment Tonight, Hailey told her close friends that she was tired of being pulled into Justin's emotional baggage every few months and that she felt totally caught off guard by the entire situation. She was apparently particularly upset because she had been putting a lot of effort into rebranding herself, concentrating on her own business endeavors such as her skincare line and avoiding any drama. However, the internet is more concerned with Selena than with any of that. And all of a sudden, her marriage was being plagued by the relationship from 2015. At this point, the plot changes and becomes quite serious. It certainly did not go well, as reported by the Daily Mail and Page 6. Hailey finally confronted Justin about the whole thing. According to people close to the couple, Hailey lost it when she finally got a chance to speak with him. According to reports, she told Justin that his actions made her appear foolish and degraded in front of everyone. According to her, you can't just post whatever you want and act like timing doesn't matter because you know exactly what the internet will think. She also told him bluntly that it hurts them both and that he should stop supporting the story that he is still infatuated with Selena. According to one insider, Justin initially became defensive and attempted to claim that everyone was misrepresenting the situation and that he wasn't at fault. Hailey, however, didn't believe any of those justifications. She informed him that this was the precise cause of her feeling caught in a vicious cycle from which she is unable to break free. According to the source, their marriage seems to regress tenfold each time Selena's name is mentioned. According to reports, the altercation became quite heated on both sides, with Hailey feeling dismissed and Justin feeling misunderstood. Although it wasn't the type of argument that ends in divorce, it was undoubtedly one of those enough is enough situations where someone finally loses it. Following that altercation, Justin vanished entirely from Instagram. There are no stories, no new posts, and not even any likes on other people's work. When Justin Bieber completely stops posting on social media, his followers know that something important is going on. Even his fan accounts ceased reposting his work, which typically indicates that his team is repairing the damage. According to insiders, Justin was truly embarrassed by how out of control things got. He seems to have had no intention of creating any drama, but he is beginning to understand that everything he posts will eventually be connected to Selena. That is the price he must pay for sharing such a public past with a still famous person. Selena, meanwhile, was undoubtedly aware of Justin's posts, according to people close to her who spoke to US Weekly, but she wasn't giving them much thought. Selena reportedly told friends in private that she thought the entire situation was depressing and pointless, but she is totally focused on her marriage to Benny Blanco. However, she also allegedly stated that Justin's behavior indicates he hasn't discovered the serenity he frequently talks about. If that comment is accurate, it reveals a lot about where they are in their healing process, which is why it hurts so much. Justin appears to still be caught in a cycle of introspection and regret, whereas Selena's entire public persona at the moment is centered around recovery, development, and letting go. The fan wars that broke out were completely out of control. Justin was accused of emotionally cheating on Hailey by the Selenatus. Hailey's followers went completely nuclear while the believers defended him, claiming the timing was just coincidental. Edits of side-by-side comparisons were all over TikTok. As one tweet put it, Hailey married Justin, but Selena will always have his heart. It went viral and more than 1 million people viewed that post. It's precisely the kind of remark that keeps the story going and prevents any of these individuals from making any real progress. According to reports, Justin's public relations team intervened to repair the damage after the headlines appeared in major media. They told him to avoid interviews and to be absolutely silent. Hailey's group adopted the exact opposite strategy. By sharing serene, collected images of her working while traveling, they increase the visibility of her brand. The way that Hailey succeeds while Justin fades away is a classic PR contrast tactic. In a matter of days, the topic of discussion changed from Justin's breakdown to Hailey's fortitude. According to insiders, the Bieber house was a calm but tense place. It seems that while Justin has been spending time in his studio, Hailey has been concentrating on her work and avoiding contentious conversations. Although this isn't the first dispute involving Selena, Friends told Radar Online that it's one of the most serious because it now involves public opinion. Each time this occurs, Justin's reputation suffers and Hailey's brand suffers. Real money, one's reputation, and one's mental health are all at stake. This is the more profound reality that no one wants to face. This has nothing to do with a song lyric or a beard post. It has to do with unhealed emotional scars that are constantly being torn apart by fame. One of the most well-known partnerships of their generation was that of Justin and Selena. Their fans grew up witnessing their real-time romantic relationships, breakups, and self-destruction. After going through that in public, it's very difficult to ever fully move on. Hailey finds herself in an impossible situation, even if she is married to someone else. She married more than just Justin Bieber. She wed his whole legacy, his enormous fan base, and his unresolved romance with Selena. Everyone has good points, so the public is unable to choose a side. While some believe Hailey is totally justified, others claim she is overly controlling. The main lesson, though, is how confined everyone appears to be. Selena is unable to post without Justin's link. It's impossible for Hailey to avoid being compared to Selena. Justin is also unable to express himself without getting into trouble. It resembles a romantic triangle that ended years ago, but continues to exist on the internet. Heat magazine claims that Hailey warned Justin that she would look into therapy once more if he didn't start establishing boundaries. It's just exhaustion, not a threat. She has previously discussed how difficult it is to live under continual scrutiny, and now that Selena's wedding has reignited, it seems like all of the hard work of the previous 5 years has suddenly fallen apart. According to reports, she told Justin, "I will keep our peace if you can't." That could mean distance or therapy, but one thing is certain, Hailey has finished her damage control game. What comes next in this situation? Although Justin has been seen entering and leaving studios, no paparazzi pictures of him and Hailey have surfaced since the meltdown. Hailey is focusing more on her brand while maintaining a professional demeanor. Before the next PR wave hits, they are reportedly planning a low-key vacation because recovery is practically a full-time job in Hollywood. Ultimately, Selena's wedding was supposed to be about her happiness, but it ended up devolving into yet another controversy that thrust Justin and Hailey back into the public eye. Perhaps Hailey's confrontation was long overdue. However, it demonstrates something significant. When you marry a well-known pop star, you're marrying not just the man, but also all of the publicity and drama that go along with him. What are your thoughts on the matter as a whole? Was Hailey correct to confront Justin, or had the internet misinterpreted him? This story is far from over, and I have a feeling that the next chapter will arrive sooner rather than later, so please share your thoughts in the comments section. There's always more to the story, so make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss any updates when new information becomes available.